Hey everyone, welcome again on the Tech channel. So after the long pause on the Myntra series, I'm going to continue this series, okay? And we will going to work on the product page. So the result you are able to see, it's a result of the four or five videos that will come one by one, okay? And yeah, the thing you can see that in this video we will going to work on this particular section, the individual card. Okay, you can think about that. In this video we will going to work, we're going to create this card. Okay, the next coming video we will going to create a API endpoint for uploading the product data and getting that product data, and then we will integrate those endpoint in our app. So everything you are able to see, actually I'm getting from the backend. All the data are stored in a MongoDB. Okay, and we are fetching that data via the REST API endpoint and we are showing it over here. So it's a actually result of the 4 and 5 video. Please watch all the video, you will going to learn a lot. Okay, and before I will start, I just ask your help. Actually, like when I prepare video, it takes lots of effort. Okay, I had to record a video, I had to edit a video, so it take lots of effort. And because like I need some kind of motivation to do and that motivation comes when you hit a like button on the video, when you share the video to your friend, or you shared it on some social media like LinkedIn or somewhere else. uh, because at the end, like I need a motivation to keep continuing the things. So please do like. Okay, whenever you like, YouTube help me to automatically promote my channel. Okay, like also do comment on a video, at least nice or something, just comment, or if you have any doubt just comment it down. Okay, this thing, like this small thing will help me to grow my channel. Okay, also please subscribe the channel. So I'm just putting a lot of effort and I just need your help to continue this effort. So please make sure to subscribe the channel, like video, also comment a video and share this thing to your friend and on your social media. It will highly motivate me because I just need your help, so I keep motivated. Okay, so let's continue the writing the code. So let's start writing the code. For that, what I will do, I will going to create a new folder inside home page, which will going to be a product card. And let's use uh, let's use the product card.dart file. Let's import a material.dart package, because anything we wanted to do, we need to import the material.dart. Let's use a stateless widget because we are just going to show the UI right now, not wanted to maintain any state. So product card will going to be the name, and this will going a error because we are using old Flutter SDK on our pubspec.yaml file. So I will just remove it. Okay, because I have upgraded to the Flutter new version, but our project is now upgraded, so let's remove that part. Let's come to the home page file, and let's use, okay, list view, and the first children will going to be our product card. Okay, let's go on a product card and let's visualize our UI first. If you visualize our UI, then you will find we need to use a column widget over here. Okay, and first children of the column widget will going to be this image. Okay, and the second children of the column widget will going to be this. Okay, so let's work on the first children, then we will come to the second children. Let's choose a container right now. I don't want it to fix height and width as of now. Okay, let's use a column widget first. As I said, the first children of the column widget will going to be the image. Okay, so let's use a container instead of image as of now, and I wanted to fix a height of this image part of container because I wanted to have a fixed height of every product card. If I will don't fix the height of this image container, then it will going to be overlay for some of the image. So some image can have a height of this amount of size and some image can have this amount of size. That's why I wanted to fix a height over there. Okay, and now the height of the container will going to be a fixed height. I'm going to use a media query dot of context, okay, to get a height of the screen divided by 3. Let's use a color to colors dot red to visualize it. So now that is added. So this is our first children. Okay, what about the second children? So the second children of our column will going to be this part. Okay, and if you see, it have some certain amount of padding. Okay, it have some certain amount of padding. That's why let's wrap our second children, let's use a second children as a padding widget. Let's give some padding on a horizontal like 15. Also give a padding vertically like 10. So this is our second children. Okay, and in the child of the second children, what we will going to use is we will going to use a row. Why I'm using a row? Because if you see, this can be our first children of our row widget and this can be our second children of our row widget. That's why I'm using a row widget. Okay, and because we wanted to align this thing and this thing, so it have a first children this and second children will going to be this. That's why I'm using a row widget. And yeah, let's go ahead and let's add children. First children, let's not worry about the first children, let's worry about the second children. It will be icon button, and every button have a two major thing. Is the first thing is the on press method and second thing is the icon or a child. So right now we are using icon widget, that's why we need to use icons. Okay, and material UI provide us a great set of icons. So our wishlist icon name is the favorite. Okay, if I will hit the save, that came here. Okay, so it will be a favorite outline. Okay, so now it is came here. So this was our first children, second children, and the first children will going to be another widget. And what will be that? So it is our second children. So what will be our first children? The first children will going to be again a column widget. Okay, because you can see all the text are aligned in a column wise only. So for that, let's use a column widget again. Okay, so this is our first children, this was our second children. So let's work on the first children. The first children will take again children's. The first children of the column widget will going to be title, t-shirt, half something. So that came here. And I wanted to align the first children and the second children in each of the side. So if you wanted to have a control on a row in horizontal wise, we need to use a main axis alignment. Okay, in a column, to get a control on a horizontal wise in a row widget, we have to use a main axis alignment. I will use a space between, so both thing will go in each of the side. So this is our first children of our column widget. Similarly, we are going to have a second children, which will going to be a description about the title. Graphic, cotton, half sleeves, something. Okay, so this is our second children. And now you can see that it is not properly aligned. we wanted to start both the thing from the each side start. Okay, and right now we are using a column widget, and we wanted to take access in the horizontal wise. Okay, earlier we talked about the row widget, that we wanted to take a horizontal wise access of a row widget. Then we had to use a main axis alignment. What about the column widget if we wanted to align in a horizontal start? Okay, for that what we can do, column widget also have a cross axis alignment. Okay, so right now we are using a column widget, so we have to use a cross axis alignment to take a control on a horizontal wise. Similarly, if I wanted to align to the start of both the children, okay, so now I wanted to ask a row widget to start their children in a vertical start way. So at that time I will use a cross axis alignment, okay, for a row widget, but I don't want it to use it as of now, so let's comment it out. Okay, so this is our second children of our column widget. We also have a third children, and in the third children we have a different kind of categories. We have a actual price, we have a discounted price, and discounted offer. For that we need to use again a row widget here, or we can use a text span as well, but I will going to prefer a row widget. So row widget will going to have again some children. The first children will going to be first thing will going to be a Unicode. I guess Unicode will work. So every currency have their own unique Unicode. So Indian currency have a Unicode of 2089, I guess. 20B9. I forgot 20B9. If I will hit the save, yeah. So that particular currency Unicode came here, and let's give offer price as a 3999. So that is also added. We'll come to the styling part of text later. Okay, and similarly we have a second text which will be actual price. So let it be as a 499. It will be actual price, and we will going to have a third text which will be number of discounted percent. So it will be 65% off. So all those three things came here, right? I guess off will going to be all capital. So all those three things came here. Now what we need to do, we just have to add a styling. So let's work with the title part. Every text have the text style property, and what are the style I wanted to apply here? Okay, the first thing I wanted to apply is the font size. It should have a greater than 17 maybe font size. Also I wanted to apply a font weight. It should have a bold font weight, so I will going to use 600. I guess let's say 600 is working fine. Okay, 600 is working fine. The next thing I wanted to do is I wanted to do the same thing. I wanted to apply style on the second children as well, but this time instead of having a font size or font weight, I wanted to use a color. It will be a colors dot gray. Don't worry about this linting and all, it will go away once we will use a dynamic value. Okay, so now we applied a gray color. What about this thing? We wanted to apply the same thing, the same kind of style in this. Okay, so in actual price, and if you see an actual price, then you will find it is stacked down. So I wanted to strike it down. So we have another property called decoration inside a text style, and it will be text decoration dot line through. So you can see that it is came here, that it is tracked down. if you can see. Okay, that is also came. If I wanted to remove this thing, as of now I can add a const to just remove the all the linting issue, but yeah, that will come. Okay, so that came here, and I wanted to have some kind of color as well. Here it will be a orange color, so that is also came. Now let's work on the padding part. So here you can see that it's not looking good because we need to have some padding between these all. Okay, let's use a cross X alignment as I start only. Okay, so let's add some amount of padding between these things. To add a padding between column children, we have to use a size box and provide a height. If I will provide a height 5, then that will give us some amount of padding between the children inside a column widget. Okay, let's use a const. So this was the padding between the first child and the second child in a column widget. Similarly, padding between the second child and the third child in a column widget. We can decrease to the 4 or 3. As of now, I don't have a Figma for exact padding number, but which we just see in our own eye that it's looking good or not. Similarly, if you wanted to give a padding inside a row widget, what we need to do? We need to just use a width. We can add a width and it will provide a padding inside the row widget. Okay, so right now we don't need to use a const because we already use a const here. Similarly, if I wanted to add a padding inside a row widget between two children, I will add some amount of padding like 5 or 6 over there. Actually don't have much padding, so let's use 2. That's great, I guess. Okay, it have more padding like 6. Padding between these two is more than the padding between these. So here's 3. Okay, now it is kind of completed. Okay, we have image, we have all the details, and yeah, rest of the thing is we need to add some kind of here, like we have this particular layout. So for that, what we need to do, so let's not talk about this particular second children. Let's talk about the first children, which was the container. So let's not work on a padding, let's work on a container. So how the thing will work inside a container? Okay, so every container have a child widget. Okay, and in the child widget we can use a stack widget. You know, stack is also take number of children and that will come one above another. Okay, like a stack wise. So the first children will going to be again a container. The actual property of the container I will going to put over here. Okay, let's remove the colors.red. Let's remove this, let's add the colors.red over here. Let's comment it out and let's see, nothing is changed now because our first container had a fixed height and this container will going to use for the image. And now let's work on the second children of this stack. That children will going to be either we can customize or we can use chips. Okay, let's customize it. I will going to use a container again as a second children, and I wanted to have some kind of decoration. Let's use a border radius as a border radius dot circular. At least provide 10. We need to give a fixed width of the container. I will say let's forget about the width as of now. But yeah, let's provide a color of the container to colors dot white with some opacity. Okay, that thing is added here. You can see that because it don't have a width and height, it is taking a whole container width and height automatically. So let's use a certain amount of, not width, let's add a height. As of now, height will going to be around 40, might be. So that came here. You can see that it have a height 40, and let's give a width as well to 200. So that is also came. Instead of 200, let's give 100 only. Okay, and let's increase the circular to 100. Now it is pure circular. Okay, we'll come to height and width part later. The first thing we need to do is let's add a child of this container. I will going to use a row. Why I'm using a row? Because these two thing is aligned in a row wise. The first children is the 4 star, the second children is the 4.2k. Okay, so let's work on that. So let's have a children. We're going to again have a text. So let's use a const as of now. We will remove this const later. Text first children, and it have a 4. Okay, so it is a children. Second thing will going to be icon. Let's use icons dot star if we have. Okay, if I will hit the save, then that thing came here. Don't worry about the size, we will do the size to 18. Okay, 4 star. Now let's add a divider, or we can as of now use a pipe as a divider. So this thing is also added. Now we need to add a second text, which will going to be a number of user give the response. Let's use a 4.2k. Okay, all things are added. I know it's not looking great, but let's first wrap this container into another widget. That widget will going to be a alignment widget, or we can use a position widget as well if you want. So let's use a position widget. Every position widget take left, right, top, bottom parameter. So let's use bottom to 30. So it come to the bottom. It should be in a bottom only, and left as a 20. Let's use left as a 10, and let's bottom as a 20. Then it will be on a right position. Okay, everything is came. Let's use some padding as well. Edge inset dot all. Let's add a padding about around 10. It come to the center. Okay, so it have a fixed width. I just don't want it to give a fixed width. Okay, now it is good. Okay, so let's use a 12 padding. No, 10 is good, I guess, but I wanted to have a more horizontal way padding. So what I will do, I will use a symmetric padding. I will add a horizontal as a 12, vertical as a 10. Okay, or I can increase to 14 also. Okay, instead of having 10, let's use 8. Let's add a style, text style. Let's decrease the font size to 13, 14, or we will increase the 15 at least. Similarly, I wanted to decrease the font size to 13 only. Okay. It will be 13. And let's add some padding. And how we will add some padding? We will do the same thing like we did here. We will use a size box and width inside a row. Okay, as it is a row, then to add some padding between these two, we can use a size box. Okay, similarly we can use a size box, not 3, let's use a 3 only. Okay, that is also added. 4.2k. Let's add a font weight to font weight dot w600, so might it will look good. And let's increase to 4 at least. Okay, now it is looking like this. I just need to decrease left to at least 6, I guess. Okay, and same way I will decrease to 10. I don't have an exact Figma height and width and all, that's why I was not able to do anything. But yeah, actually we achieve a lot in this video. You can see that we have achieved a card view properly, and now it is looking good actually. And I just want to do one quick thing is, let's use a font weight to font weight dot 300, so it will be more. Is it orange? Let's see the orange shade. It's more like a gray, I guess. Okay. Okay, now we achieve a lot. So let's meet on a next video. But before that, please don't forget to subscribe the channel, like the video and share the video to your friends.